Chosen one. I know I have to be strong, but I don't know how to become strong every single day when no one is cheering me on. I know I have to be strong, but I don't know how to stay disciplined when the pressure is heavy and the path feels lonely. Have you been thinking this way? Chosen one, you are not watching this by accident. This moment has been scheduled by heaven with precision. What you call curiosity is actually divine timing. What you call restlessness is your spirit responding to a summons. Right now you are standing at the edge of a supernatural shift, a moment of elevation, alignment, and divine wealth transfer that has been forming in the unseen. Anointed one, there is a mindset reserved for those who are chosen to carry more. Not just more money, but more responsibility, more vision, more impact. Scripture tells us in Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 that the vision waits for an appointed time, and it will surely come. This is that appointed time. Heaven has been preparing you for a way of thinking that can sustain what is about to be released. If you feel this stirring, stay with me until the end of this message. This is not motivation, this is activation. And before we go deeper, subscribe to this channel so you stay aligned with what heaven is releasing, and comment 777 if you're ready to claim the billionaire mindset you were always meant to carry. Chosen one. What you are about to hear is not information, it is alignment. In the next moments, heaven is not asking you to be entertained, it is inviting you to be repositioned. There is a way of thinking reserved for those who are trusted with more, and this is the hour where that mindset is being awakened inside you. Not because you chased it, not because you forced it, but because you survived what others could not carry. The world calls it a billionaire mindset. Heaven calls it stewardship, responsibility, and capacity. Anointed one, let me speak plainly. Life has never been gentle with you, and that was never an accident. You have wondered why things seemed heavier for you than for others, why pressure followed you early, why comfort always felt temporary in your hands. This is the first truth heaven wants you to accept. Life is hard, and believing it should have been easy only delayed your strength. I learned this the hard way. There were seasons when I kept asking God why things weren't smoothing out, yet why the resistance didn't lift. And what I didn't understand then was that the resistance was the training. Steel is not forged in calm rooms. Capacity is not built in ease. The sooner you stop expecting life to bend for you, the faster you rise to meet it. Chosen one struggle is not a sign you are off track. It is proof you are being trusted with growth. When you stop saying why me and start saying try me, something shifts inside you. The same weight that once felt crushing becomes familiar. The hill doesn't disappear, you simply grow strong enough to carry your assignment up it. The strongest people you admire didn't avoid difficulty, they were shaped by it, and so were you. Now hear this carefully. Heaven does not build elevation on emotions. Feelings were never meant to lead your life. They were meant to be servants, not rulers. There were mornings I didn't feel ready, nights I didn't feel inspired, weeks where fear sat heavy on my chest. If I had waited to feel strong, I would still be waiting. Action is what moves heaven into agreement with your obedience. You act and momentum follows. You move and clarity catches up. Discipline is not about feeling motivated, it is about honoring what needs to be done, even when no one is watching. Chosen one. Your feelings will beg you to delay. They will whisper, not today, rest a little longer, wait until it feels right. But feelings do not pay the bills of destiny. Action does. The people who rise early, who build quietly, who keep going when enthusiasm fades, they are not superhuman. They simply decided that obedience mattered more than comfort. And this is where your breakthrough begins, not in a surge of emotion, but in a quiet decision to move anyway. Anointed One. Your mind is a high-performance vessel, but it only produces what it is fed. Garbage in will always produce garbage out. I had to learn to protect my mental diet like my future depended on it, because it did. What you listen to, what you scroll through, who you allow close to your spirit, all of it is programming you. If you feed your mind constant noise, negativity, and small thinking, do not be surprised when your outcomes reflect that diet. But when you choose knowledge, challenge, and truth, your output begins to change. Look around you honestly. If you surround yourself with complainers, you will slowly adopt their ceiling. If you stay near people who quitting will begin to feel reasonable. But if you allow yourself to be sharpened by driven, disciplined, faith-filled people, their mindset will rub off on you. This is why God sometimes separates you. It is not rejection, it is protection. A strong mind is not built by default, it is built by design. Chosen one, you can pay now or you can pay later. Either way, life sends the bill. Pain now or regret later. That is the exchange. I remember choosing to sacrifice when no one clapped, to invest time when others chased pleasure, to say no to small comforts for a future I couldn't yet see. It stung in the moment, but it paid dividends later. Short-term sacrifice is the language of long-term freedom. Every time you delay gratification, you are trading pennies for dollars. Champions understand this instinctively. There is a reason you feel restless when you settle. There is a reason easy pleasures lose their shine quickly for you. It is because you were not created to live small. Pain now, pleasure later. This is not punishment. It is preparation. And hear this, Anointed One. Heaven does not reward half-hearted obedience. Empty the tank daily. Give today everything you have, then give a little more. There were days I went to sleep exhausted but fulfilled, knowing I didn't hold back. That exhaustion was holy. It meant I honored the day. If you end your day with energy to spare, something was left undone. Later is an illusion. Right now is all you have. Successful people do not coast. They cross the finish line on fumes. Yes, it is hard. Yes, it will stretch you. But the growth you experience will be invisible to lazy eyes. And here is the mystery: emptying the tank today refuels you for tomorrow. Each day builds upon the last until momentum becomes your environment. Chosen One. This is where we pause, not because the work is finished, but because the weight of this truth must settle into your spirit. If you feel the stirring, do not rush past it. Let it recalibrate you. And if this word is resonating, stay connected. Chosen One. There is a reason confidence has always felt different for you. You were never meant to borrow it from applause or pretend it into existence. Heaven does not anoint imitation. What you are being prepared for requires substance. That is why confidence in your life has been slow-earned and sometimes painfully built. Competence is the quiet foundation God uses to hold up public authority. When you know you have put in the work, when your hands remember the repetitions, when your mind has wrestled with complexity and one something inside you settles, you stop performing strength and start embodying it. Anointed One. I remember seasons when I felt exposed, when I knew my calling was larger than my current skill set. That gap can be uncomfortable. It can feel like insecurity, but it is actually invitation. Instead of faking it until you make it, you were called to make it so deeply that you never need to fake it again. This is why heaven keeps you hidden longer than others. Mastery takes time, and the weight you are destined to carry would crush shallow preparation. When you develop real skill, real understanding, real excellence, confidence stops being loud. It becomes quiet, unshakable, and immovable. No motivational quote can replace that. No validation can compete with it. Your results begin to speak for you, even in rooms where you say nothing. This is the kind of authority that opens doors without you knocking. Not because you demanded entry, but because you belonged there. Chosen one. Comfort has always felt like a trap to you, hasn't it? You try to rest, but your spirit grows restless. You settle, and something inside you tightens. That is because nothing grows in comfort zones. Heaven never intended you to remain where you feel safe. Growth demands courage, and courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means obedience in the presence of fear. There were moments when my hands shook before difficult conversations, before bold decisions, before stepping into unfamiliar territory. The fear didn't disappear. I moved anyway. Every time you choose comfort over courage, something in you contracts. But every time you walk straight into what scares you, something expands. Your capacity grows. Your tolerance for pressure increases. Over time, fear loses its authority. It no longer dictates your choices. Courage becomes your default setting, and your life begins to expand in direct proportion to the risks you are willing to take. Ask yourself honestly, chosen one, when was the last time you did something that truly scared you? If it has been a while, that discomfort you feel right now is not condemnation. It is instruction. You were not designed to live cozy. You were designed to advance. And let me speak to the anger you've carried. Frustration, the fire that flares when you are misunderstood, underestimated, or dismissed. Anger can destroy you, or it can drive you. Too many people let it rot them from the inside, but you were called to refine it, to weaponize it. I learned this lesson when I realized that my anger was not random. It was energy looking for direction. Every time someone doubted you, every time you were overlooked, every time your loyalty was repaid with disrespect, that fire in your chest was not meant to turn into bitterness. It was meant to be converted into focus, into discipline, into relentless forward motion. Do not punch walls. Attack your goals. Let the doubters become fuel. The best revenge has never been noise. It has always been results. Some of the greatest transformations in history were born from redirected anger. Heat controlled becomes power. Fire refined becomes light. Make your anger serve you, not ruin you. Chosen one, eventually heaven brings you to a mirror you cannot avoid. Accountability is sacred. There is one person you cannot fool, and that person looks back at you every morning. Brutal honesty is not self-hatred. It is self-respect. You cannot improve what you refuse to admit. I had to learn to stop sugarcoating my reality, to own my weaknesses without excuses, to confront the truth without collapsing under it. If you are out of shape, admit it. If you are distracted, own it. If you have been playing small, call it out. This is not about shame. It is about alignment. Each night ask yourself whether you honored your word. If the answer is no, do not drown in guilt. Use that truth as fuel for tomorrow. Write it down if you have to. Keep the truth in front of you. Accountability is harsh, but it is holy. You can fool the world with explanations. You can justify stagnation with stories, but you cannot lie your way into destiny. Hold yourself accountable, then do the work to fix what you see. Anointed one, your body matters more than you were taught. Physical strength and mental strength are deeply connected. You cannot separate them. When you push your body beyond comfort, your mind learns it can do the same. I noticed a shift when I began treating my body as a vessel for purpose instead of an accessory. Early mornings, extra repetitions, cold showers. These were not about discipline alone. They were about teaching my willpower to obey. A weak body often accompanies a weak mindset. Not because strength is everything, but because neglect sends a message. Taking care of your body is taking care of your assignment. When you build physical resilience, mental clarity follows. You think sharper, you stand taller, stress loses its grip. This is a cycle. Strong body, strong mind. Exercise is not vanity, it is preparation. It builds an engine inside you that can endure pressure. When you are physically aligned, your confidence bleeds into every area of life. Treat your body like the vessel carrying your calling. Train it, fuel it, respect it. Chosen one. Listen to the questions you ask yourself. Your mind answers whatever you type into it. Ask disempowering questions, and it will gladly reinforce limitation. I used to ask why things kept going wrong. All I received were reasons to stay stuck. Everything shifted when I changed the questions. What can I learn from this? How can this work for me? Where is the opportunity? The quality of your questions determines the quality of your life. High achievers are not immune to setbacks. They simply interrogate them differently. Every obstacle becomes information. Every delay becomes instruction. This shifts you from powerless to empowered. Begin listening to your internal dialogue. Challenge it. Upgrade it. Ask questions that feed growth, not fear. Chosen one. Willpower is limited. Environment is not. Eventually, your surroundings will overpower your intentions. That is why heaven pushes you to change what surrounds you. Remove temptation instead of battling it daily. Design your life so the right choices become the default. Clean your space. Curate your circle. Build routines that pull you forward even on weak days. You are a product of your environment as much as your effort. High performers do not rely on motivation alone. They build systems that support success. When your environment aligns with your calling, momentum carries you. You stop forcing progress and begin flowing with it. There is more being stirred inside you. Chosen one. Let this truth settle. Do not rush past it. If you feel the weight, it is because heaven is expanding your capacity. Stay present. Stay aligned. Chosen one. There comes a moment when heaven stops explaining and starts requiring. This is that moment. Up to now, grace has carried you through confusion, through seasons where you were learning, unlearning, and surviving. But there is a different grace that appears when preparation is complete. It is the grace of responsibility. And when it arrives, life feels heavier, quieter, and more serious. That is not because you are losing joy. It is because you are being entrusted. You have always sensed it, that subtle pressure to become more than you currently are. Not more famous, not more admired, but more grounded, more disciplined, more capable. That pressure is not anxiety. It is alignment calling you forward. Heaven does not rush this process, but it also does not delay it once the time has come. Scripture reminds us that to whom much is given, much is required. You are feeling the requirement now. Chosen one. Doing hard things has never been about punishment. It has always been about conditioning. Ease keeps you exactly where you are. Difficulty forces you to grow. I learned this when I realized that the things I avoided were the very things shaping my future. The hard conversations, the uncomfortable discipline, the lonely decisions. Each one stretched me. Each one strengthened me. Each one deposited something permanent inside my spirit. If it does not challenge you, it will not change you. That truth is uncomfortable because it removes excuses. The easy route feels safe, but it preserves your limits. The hard route feels dangerous, but it expands your capacity. When you deliberately choose to do what most people avoid, you train your mind to endure stress without breaking. Over time, adversity loses its power to intimidate you. You have been here before. You survived. You grew. And now you know you can. Hard things create a memory bank inside you. Each challenge conquered becomes evidence, evidence that you can endure, evidence that you can adapt, evidence that you can overcome. While others panic when pressure arrives, you draw confidence from past victories. This is why God allows you to face trials early. He is building a reserve you will need later. Chosen one. There is also a call to clarity in this season. A cluttered mind cannot carry a large assignment. Noise dulls discernment. Distraction fractures focus. You cannot expect peak performance when your thoughts are scattered across worries, regrets, and endless stimulation. I had to learn to protect silence as fiercely as I protected action. Stillness became a discipline, not because I wanted to escape the world, but because I needed to hear clearly again. Clarity is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Warriors sharpen their swords, leaders clear their minds. When you create space for silence through prayer, reflection, journaling, or simply stepping away, something powerful happens. The mental mud settles, the water clears, solutions surface without force, direction becomes obvious. In the quiet, you reconnect with your center, with your why, with God's voice beneath the noise. High performers understand this instinctively. They do not glorify constant stimulation. They honor moments of stillness because they know clarity precedes decisive action. Give yourself permission to unplug, cut the noise, step away from the endless demands for a few minutes each day. In that space you will find creativity returning, strength restoring, focus sharpening. Anointed one. Rest is not weakness. Sleep is not laziness. Hustle culture may glorify exhaustion, but heaven honors sustainability. A strong mind needs rest, just as a strong body does. I learned this after pushing myself beyond wisdom, thinking constant grind was proof of commitment. All it produced was dull judgment and fragile resilience. Sleep resets you, it repairs you, it clears mental waste and restores willpower. When you neglect rest, everything suffers. Focus fades, patience thins, emotional stability weakens. You begin fighting battles with a dull sword. Elite performers understand this. They guard their rest because they know it gives them an edge. When you are well rested, you make better decisions. You learn faster. You remain calm under pressure. Treat sleep as non-negotiable. Build routines that protect it. Cut late-night distractions. Honor recovery as part of obedience. Chosen one. This is where everything comes together. Building a strong mind does not happen through a single breakthrough moment. It is forged through daily decisions, through choosing discipline over impulse, clarity over chaos, courage over comfort, accountability over excuses, strength over shortcuts. These choices compound quietly, shaping you into someone who can carry weight without collapsing. There will be moments when no one sees your effort, when progress feels slow, when obedience feels unrewarded. Do not be deceived. Heaven keeps perfect records. Every disciplined choice deposits something eternal. You are becoming someone different, even when the outside has not caught up yet. And now hear this final truth for this moment. It is on you. Heaven has done its part. The calling has been revealed. The preparation has been given. The alignment is happening. What remains is your response. No more waiting for perfect conditions. No more negotiating with fear. No more postponing obedience. You were not chosen to admire greatness. You were chosen to embody it. Stand up inside yourself. Take responsibility for your mind, your habits, your direction. Begin today, not tomorrow, not someday. Today. Chosen one. Breathe. Let this settle. Let it anchor. You are not behind. You are being positioned. Chosen one. There is a quiet moment that arrives after preparation, after discipline, after endurance, a moment where heaven watches to see if you will shrink back or step forward. This is not a loud moment. There is no announcement, no applause. It feels ordinary on the outside, but internally everything is shifting. This is the moment where identity solidifies. Not who you say you are, but who you consistently show up as when no one is correcting you anymore. You are no longer in the season of being chased by chaos. You are in the season of being trusted with order. And order requires something deeper than motivation. It requires self-governance. This is where many fall away, not because they are weak, but because they are undisciplined. Heaven can forgive mistakes. What it cannot partner with is disorder. Chosen one. The billionaire mindset you are claiming is not about money first. It is about stewardship. Money only amplifies what already exists inside a person. If your inner world is fragmented, wealth will not heal it. If your habits are unstable, abundance will expose it. That is why God always works inward before He works outward. He aligns your thinking before He expands your reach. There was a time when I thought success would fix my inconsistencies. I believed once things improved externally, discipline would come naturally. I was wrong. Discipline does not arrive after success. Success arrives after discipline. Structure is not the enemy of freedom, it is the foundation of it. When your days have rhythm, your mind gains peace. When your habits are intentional, your spirit gains clarity. Chosen. One, chaos is expensive. It drains energy, focus, and emotional capacity. Many people stay tired not because they work too hard, but because they live without order. They wake up reacting instead of directing. They chase instead of building. But you were not designed to live reactively. You were designed to rule your inner world first. This is why routines matter. Not as rigid rules, but as anchors. Simple things done consistently carry enormous power. Waking up with intention, guarding the first moments of your day, choosing silence before noise, movement before distraction, truth before comfort. These are not small decisions, they are spiritual alignments. Over time they rewire how you think, how you respond, and how you lead. Chosen one consistency is where destiny hides, not in dramatic leaps, but in quiet repetitions. I learned that breakthroughs are often anticlimactic. They come disguised as ordinary obedience. You do not feel different immediately. You simply keep showing up. And then one day you realize you have become someone else. Now hear this clearly. You will not always feel inspired to protect your focus. You will not always feel excited to maintain your standards. That is why standards must be decided in advance. You do not negotiate values in moments of weakness. You establish them in moments of clarity. Decide now what you will tolerate and what you will not. Decide what kind of thoughts you allow to linger. Decide which behaviors you correct immediately instead of excusing. Chosen one. This is where maturity is revealed, not in how passionately you speak about vision, but in how quickly you correct misalignment. Delay breeds decay. Small compromises grow quietly until they sabotage momentum. Do not ignore what feels slightly off. Discernment sharpens when you honor it quickly. And let us talk about patience, not passive waiting but active endurance. You are not late. You are ripening. There is a difference. Fruit picked too early lacks substance. Timing matters. Heaven is precise. What feels like delay is often refinement. I had seasons where nothing seemed to move despite obedience. Looking back, I see that those seasons were stabilizing me, removing arrogance, deepening humility, teaching me to hold weight without rushing. Chosen one. Impatience often disguises itself as ambition, but true ambition is patient. It understands process. It respects timing. It does not try to harvest what has not matured. Trust that what is meant for you is being prepared in parallel with who you are becoming. Now there will be people who do not recognize your growth. Some will still see you as who you were. Do not fight them. Do not convince them. Growth does not require consensus. When God elevates you, explanations become unnecessary. Authority is recognized by alignment, not persuasion. Chosen one. This is also the season to guard your mouth. Speak less, observe more. Not everything you know needs to be shared. Wisdom is not loud. Power is not noisy. There is a sacredness to restraint. Silence preserves energy. It keeps you focused. It prevents premature exposure. There were times I spoke too soon, and it cost me clarity. Now I understand that some revelations are meant to mature in private before they manifest in public. Let your life speak. Let your discipline speak. Let your results speak. Words are easy. Alignment is rare. Chosen one, understand this. The higher you rise, the more internal stability is required. Pressure increases. Expectations sharpen. Distractions multiply. Without inner order, elevation becomes overwhelming. But when your foundation is solid, pressure refines instead of crushing you. You are not being rushed. You are being rooted. Roots grow in darkness unseen. No one applauds roots. But when storms come, they determine who stands. What you are building now will hold you later. And here is the truth many avoid. There will be days when obedience feels boring, when discipline feels repetitive, when nothing feels dramatic. Do not despise those days. Those days are where strength is stored. Consistency creates credibility. Credibility creates trust. Trust creates access. Chosen one, you are closer than you think. Not because circumstances are changing rapidly, but because you are. Your reactions are different. Your tolerance for nonsense is lower. Your focus is sharper. Your standards are higher. These are signs of alignment. Stay steady, stay ordered, stay humble, stay disciplined. This is not about becoming someone new overnight. It is about fully becoming who you were already called to be. Pause here. Let this truth settle into your bones. You are not chasing elevation anymore. You are preparing to sustain it. Chosen one. There is a moment when preparation shifts into positioning. It is subtle, almost imperceptible at first. Nothing dramatic happens on the outside, but internally, your posture changes. You stop asking for permission. You stop waiting to be discovered. You stop needing constant reassurance. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. Heaven has been shaping you quietly, and now your spirit recognizes that you are standing on solid ground. You are no longer trying to become strong. You are becoming reliable, and reliability is far more valuable than intensity. Many people burn bright for a season and fade just as quickly. But those entrusted with lasting influence are the ones who can be counted on to show up, counted on to stay steady under pressure, counted on to lead themselves.